Hey everyone, let me ask you something. What if I told you that the most powerful financial revolution happening right now isn't in Wall Street boardrooms or crypto millionaires' portfolios, but in the quiet, deliberate choices women are making about money? Think about this. When we talk about wealth, we usually picture stock markets, luxury cars, or yachts. But what if wealth is actually becoming something far more personal, intentional, and radical? That's exactly what's happening today as women are rewriting the rules of financial success on their own terms. And honestly, it's one of the most fascinating shifts I've seen in years. Let's unpack this. For decades, the narrative around money was built on a very specific blueprint: earn a lot, invest in assets that appreciate, and retire comfortably. But here's the thing: women are starting to question why that blueprint even exists. Why do we measure success through the same metrics that were designed by a system that historically excluded us? I mean, think about how many women I know who've walked away from high-paying jobs to start businesses that align with their values, or who've chosen to invest in art, education, or community projects instead of the stock market. It's not just about money anymore, it's about meaning. And that's a seismic shift. What makes this really interesting is how women are redefining what wealth even means. Traditional wealth is all about accumulation, but what if wealth is now about freedom? I've seen so many women prioritize financial independence not to buy more stuff, but to have the freedom to say no to toxic relationships, to burnout, to systems that don't value their time. This isn't just about money, it's about reclaiming control over your life. And that's a power move. It's not about being rich in the traditional sense, it's about being rich in agency. Here's something that's often overlooked: this shift isn't just about individual choices. It's part of a larger cultural reckoning. When women start to value different kinds of wealth, it forces the entire system to adapt. Think about how this is already changing industries. We're seeing more women-led startups that focus on sustainability, mental health, or community impact. These aren't just niche markets, they're reshaping what's considered valuable in the economy. And honestly, I think this is the beginning of a much bigger movement. What if the next generation of wealth isn't measured by GDP or stock prices, but by how well a society supports its people's holistic well-being? But let's not gloss over the challenges here. Redefining wealth on your own terms isn't easy. It requires breaking free from systems that still favor traditional metrics, dealing with biases in finance, and often starting from scratch. I've seen women struggle with the pressure to succeed in ways that don't align with their goals. And yet they keep going. That resilience? That's the real wealth. It's not about the numbers in your bank account. It's about the courage to build a life that's authentically yours. So here's the thing: this isn't just a trend. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about money, success, and power. And if you take a step back and think about it, it's not just about women, it's about the future of capitalism itself. What happens when the people who've been sidelined from the system start defining their own rules? I think we're witnessing the birth of a new economic philosophy, one that values human potential over profit margins. And honestly, I can't wait to see where this goes next.